Hello, welcome to Noisy Beauty channel. For my third tutorial using the Urban Decay Naked palette, I'm using earthy tone colors like taupes, browns, and nudes. It's a natural look but with an edge. For the eyes, there's a little bit of sparkle and sultriness to it, and then I'm softening the look with a pinky nude cheek color and a beigey nude lip color. Let's get started. I already applied my base makeup, starting with TheBalm TimeBalm Concealer in the shade Lighter Than Light, applying it under my eye area using the Smashbox number 10 brush. Next, I used Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade S607 with my Trish McEvoy number 44 brush to spot conceal any blemishes and redness on my face. Then for my foundation, today I used Mercier Mineral Foundation in the shade Real Sand, applying and buffing it in with my Too Faced Retractable Kabuki brush. I didn't set the foundation with any finishing powder because I wanted to keep that natural glowy finish, but if you have combination or oily skin, or if you just want more of a matte look, then you can go right ahead and set it with powder. I also already filled in my brows using M.A.C Lingering Eyebrows, blending it in with my Jouer Lip 6OB eyebrow brush, and then keeping my brows in place with M.A.C Clear Brow Set. The first eyeshadow I'm going to start with is Naked, using my M.A.C 224 brush, just sweeping it across the crease for a light definition. And under the eye. Then I'm going to use Buck eyeshadow with my M.A.C 217 brush to create a little bit more definition in the crease. Just applying it right in the socket of the crease, sweeping it back and forth. Then blending it out in circular motions. I'm also sweeping this color on the bottom. Naked and Buck eyeshadow can also double as an eyebrow filler if you're in a pinch, because they are both matte and the colors are universally flattering on all hair colors. Then I'm going to use Sidecar eyeshadow. It's a light shimmery taupe with some silver sparkle, and sometimes this eyeshadow can get a little messy when you're applying it, so what I like to do is dampen my brush with M.A.C Fix Plus. You can also use water or any mixing medium, and I just spray it on my brush with the eyeshadow on it, and this will help to bind the eyeshadow and it will prevent any fallout going on your face. This will also help to intensify the eyeshadow or bring out the metallic sheen. And also using a patting motion with a small flat brush, this is M.A.C 242, will also make it a lot easier to apply. Then to darken the eye makeup a little bit, I'm going to use Darkhorse. It's a shimmery dark brown, and I'm using my Trish McEvoy number 29 brush and just concentrating the color on the outer corners of the lid, kind of lightly tapping it in, and then buffing it into the crease. Then to highlight, I'm going to use M.A.C 239 brush with Virgin eyeshadow on the brow bone. And Sin eyeshadow for the inner corners. For the top liner, I'm going to use Urban Decay 024/7 Glide On Pencil to line the upper waterline and top lash line. And for the bottom liner, I'm going to use Urban Decay Whiskey 24/7 Glide On Pencil. This is the opposite end of the dual-ended eyeliner pencil that came in the old Naked palette. The new palette comes with a brush instead, so if you don't have the older palette, then you can just use any brown eyeliner pencil that you like. And so I'm just going to first line the bottom waterline, and then line the bottom lash line to use as a base for an eyeshadow. Then over the Whiskey pencil, I'm going to use Smog eyeshadow. It's a shimmery golden bronze, and I'm using my M.A.C 214 brush to pat it right on top of the pencil on the bottom lash line. I think this warm golden bronze eyeshadow adds a really nice contrast to the taupe and cooler browns on the eyelid, and just adds a nice warmth to the overall eye look. For my false lashes, today I used 2 pairs of MAC number 3s. I'm not going to use any highlighting products on my cheekbones today because I already have a little bit of that glow from my foundation. And so for my blush color, today I'm going to use Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Blush. These are solar baked with Amazonian Clay, which is supposed to help keep the blushes lasting all day long and work on all skin types. And I actually recently bought a whole bunch of colors to depot them into my large Z palette right here. They originally come in these little compacts which have the matching color as the blush, which is I think really a good idea. It's a lot easier to find the color that you're looking for. And on the back of the casing there are these little holes that you just punch through with a little pin, and you can depot them. You can see that little magnets which you pop right out. And so I just use a magnetized empty palette and just keep all the blushes in one place. It keeps everything a lot more organized, and I just know where everything is. And so the color today I'm using is Exposed. It's a matte pinky nude color, and I'm just going to use my Trish McEvoy 2B blush brush to apply. Then to add a little bit of warmth and to contour under the cheekbones, I'm going to use Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer with my MAC 168 brush. For the lips, I'm first going to outline and fill them in using MAC Cremo Spice Cream Stick Liner. It's a neutral beige color. Then over the lip pencil, I'm going to use Botte Cosmetics Wanted Weightless Lip Cream. It's a nude beige color, and I'm going to apply it all over the lips. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys like it and that you give it a try if you're ever bored with your usual everyday natural look. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.